Hey guys, how you doing? This is Darius, aka D Hop, coming to you. Guys, this is gonna be episode 1 of your credit. Right? I'm gonna do credit tips and help you out if you need help increasing your credit and things like that. So this is episode 1. So make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I got a whole series about credit coming up to you. So you make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification so that way you'll know each time I upload a new video, right? So today, episode 1, we're going to talk about bankruptcies against credit restoration, right? I'll make sure I get all your questions answered. If you have additional questions, make sure you comment below and I can get your questions answered. Guys, I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, guys. This is going to be episode 1, right? We're going to be talking about bankruptcies against credit restoration, right? So a lot of people are having issues financially and they want to save pretty much their credit, right? So one of the options a lot of people look at is bankruptcy. Another option they look at is debt consolidation, and another option they look at is credit restoration or credit repair, right? So I got another video on debt consolidation, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you get all your questions answered, and you get the facts, also the myths and things about helping with your credit, right? So we're going to jump in this about bankruptcies, right? So it's not really going to matter. I'm not going to go into detail on each bankruptcy. I don't care if you're doing a 7, an 11, a 13, whatever it is. Guys, bankruptcy is not going to fix your credit, right? That's just right off top, right? The bankruptcies are good in certain situations. I'm not here to bash bankruptcy or say bankruptcy is not a good idea, but a lot of times people use bankruptcy as the best way out, and that's not always the case in all situations. It's just not true, right? These lawyers and things like that are trying to get you in a bankruptcy because, number one, they get paid off of the bankruptcies, right? First things first is in a bankruptcy, it could take time. Guys, I've known people that has been in a bankruptcy for, over 3 years, right? 3 years. So the life of 3 years is this thing. In that 3 years, you're not be able to use your credit. You can't call your own shots when it comes to your finances anymore because those decisions are made by your trustee that's holding your bankruptcy, right? So 3 years and you can't do anything, right? You can't miss a payment, okay? Because they will dismiss everything and then you're going to be back. Now you're going to have an added dismissed on your credit report, which hurts you even further, right? So you want to be mindful of that, right? Some of them have upfront money, right, and just pay everything off at once. So you want to know the ins and outs of a bankruptcy before you sign on a dotted line to do a bankruptcy, because if you sign on a dotted line and you decide, nah, this ain't for me, it's too late. They will put a discharge on your bankruptcy, on your credit report, right? And that will hurt as well. Now, can you do a bankruptcy and finish the whole term and then come out smelling like a rose? That's partly true, right? You're not going to come out smelling like a rose, right? Your credit is not going to be better, right? And the only reason people do this because after they finish their bankruptcy, they can go finance a car and they start getting credit and things like that. And I'm going to tell you why that's possible. When you're in a bankruptcy, pretty much all they're doing is paying off your debts that you owe, right? So at the end of the bankruptcy, what happens is you now have zero balances on a lot of your debts, right? So the bankruptcy is still on your credit report, though. They just say, hey, the bankruptcy is over, but they had to go through bankruptcy. It is still a red flag for creditors, okay? It is still a red flag for creditors because they can say, hey, look, this person has went through a bankruptcy before, so I want to be cautious of what I loan this person. Yes, I'm going to give them a high interest rate because bankruptcy is not there to fix your credit, right? It's just to keep your debts in line, right? Your lenders and stuff, they go off of what's on your credit report, right? So you got to fix these things, right? So not only it may take a long time, but then when you come off, you still got that. You still gonna have your credit still gonna be bad, right? On the other side of credit restoration, right? If you restore your credit, they're gonna get the debts and the creditors that's on your credit report. They're trying to get those things removed. All your obsolete items, trying to get these things removed off your credit report. Because once they are removed off your credit report, when the lenders look at your credit report, they can't judge you off of that, right? Because they're not going to have the knowledge of it because these things are removed. So you want to make sure these things are getting removed legally and permanently, right? So there's a lot of credit repair companies out there that are temporary, right? They're gonna do what they call a credit sweep, where they take it off your credit for 30 to 60 days and it comes right back. Guys, that is not legally way you do credit restoration. There is a difference between credit repair and credit restoration. I want to let you know about that as well. Credit restoration goes through the credit bureaus to get things legally off of your credit report, right? So I got some recommended services on how to legally get your things off of your credit through credit restoration program. So there is some information below. It's going to be in the comments there. You can click on and get that information, right? So you want to make sure you have all of the facts, so that way you can make the best decision for you and your finances and your family, right? I've seen people go bankruptcy, get out of the bankruptcy, and they still have to build their credit. You're going to have to build your credit after the bankruptcy anyways, right? Can you get out of bankruptcy and become better? Yes, but it takes work and it takes time. Now, if you're on the plan and it's going to take you 3 years, you got to wait 3 years and it's over and then build your credit. And that takes time as well, guys. Building your credit takes time because as we know, it didn't you didn't hurt your credit overnight. You didn't destroy your credit overnight. So to build it back up, it's not going to be an overnight process either, right? So the credit restoration, I know the company I'm recommending down there is the best that I've seen out there. You're going to start to see results within 45 to 90 days. 45 to 90 days. Yes, and you can still use your credit, but you're using your credit to build, right? I got a video on how to build your credit smartly and better until so that way you don't have to wait the 3 years and then build it, right? You can start building now and getting your credit taken care of legally, right? Kind of saves time because who wants to say, hey, I want to buy a car 6 years from now, right? It takes time, guys. That's one thing I want to take to get your credit. Let's say you're in the 400s or 500s or 600s, low 600s. You're trying to get to the 800. Guys, it takes time. It takes time. Have I seen people do a credit restoration and their credit increased 100 plus points in a couple months? Yes, I have seen that. But it takes other things, right? To increase your credit, you need two things. You need to delete the negative things off your credit. You need to add positive, okay? And I got a video on adding positive things on your credit as well. So I hope all of this kind of makes sense. You want to make sure you do your research, right, on the bankruptcy, okay? Credit restoration, I have a company that's recommended, so you don't have to go and try to find out who the best company is right there. I've already done that research for you. That link is below. You can click that to get that information so you can look at that information as well, so that way you can make a big sound decision based off of that. Also, most bankruptcy is a monthly fee. I know there's a bankruptcy here where I'm at in North Carolina. It's $99 a month, right? But you're paying $99 a month for 4 years, right? And you can't miss the payment, right? If you miss the payment, they're going to put it on your credit report, and your credit is going to be worse than what it was when you started, right? A lot of times I would say credit restoration is faster, it is ultimately cheaper, and it does not handcuff you. So those are the three points I want to drive home between credit restoration and bankruptcy, right? So hope this was some great information for you guys. This is going to actually conclude episode 1. I got more coming below, so coming later. So make sure you like this one. Okay, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you share with others so they can get this information as well. So this is your boy D Hop. Thank you guys. And I hope to speak with you guys in the future with helping you complete all your goals. Guys, the best is yet to come in your life. And always remember, you will miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. You guys have a good one.